Good morning, this is Greg with PMT, and I'm just going to do a few short videos on how to set up the EVA-625 that has been enabled with Bluetooth using an Android device. So the first thing I'm going to do, software will have already been installed on your tablet or your phone. Selecting PMT EVA-625 Android. And I'm going to enter. And the first thing that I would need to do, if it has not already been paired, is scan for the device. The Bluetooth number will be on the top of will be under the lid, if you will, on the top of the EVA. And so I'm going to scan for devices. The specific one I have here ends with 76, and I'm going to click on that. And just to verify that I've made a connection to it, I'm going to go into the tools here and check the battery. First thing I need to do, because I haven't paired it yet, is enter the pin. And in this case, it's going to be 0000. That's the way they all come through. And then pair. So once that's done, you won't have to go through and do it again. So it tells me that the battery voltage is fine. And I'll go, first thing I typically do when receiving the instrument would be a system reset. And I'm going to clear all events in memory after it supposedly has connected, and it has, so the yes is now available. And that clears everything out of the instrument. And then I'm going to go to Tools, and I'm going to set the units and analysis, because that's what we'll be doing. Vibration normally would be in milligauss. Velocity, depending on where you are, would be either feet per minute or meters per second. I'll leave it at meters per second. Jerk, meters per second squared, or again, if you're an imperial, feet per second squared. Distance, meters, so on. And leave the velocity correction on. The other thing you could do is just click on the ISO 18738 button, and that will set everything accordingly. And then OK it. Now I'm going to configure the instrument for recordings. I'm going to set operations. So normally for ride quality, just leave the cutoff frequency at 80 Hertz. Sample rate 256, manual trigger mode. Record time I'm going to set to 60 seconds. That's just how long it will be before it stops recording on its own. Delay time, we leave at 0 seconds. Oops, change that back to 60. And then done. Okay. Headers and limits, that's if you want to put in these horizontal. I'll explain that a little bit later. Headers where you would put in any information, for instance, company name. In this case, I'm just going to put in PMT. And I'll put in the state, just for example. I'm just dialing it, typing it in. You'll note that I'm a fast typist. Then OK it. All right. And now it should be pretty much configured and set to record, or the settings are correct. And I'll do another video on actually making a recording.